Good evening, everyone. Call the City Council order at 8 o'clock on Monday, January 25th, 2021. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Again, for this council meeting, we'll be implementing the governor's executive order regarding relief for the open meeting law. This allows councilors to participate remotely. All the council votes will be via roll call. There is one public hearing, and I'll go over the process for participating in that public hearing, and that's before agenda item number 3. There are 20 items on our agenda this evening, and I will now ask the clerk to call the roll to confirm attendance, please.
Councilor Wagner.
Councilor Wagner is present.
Councilor Doucette.
Councilor Doucette's present.
Councilor Dumas.
Councilor Dumas is present.
Councilor Tenera.
Councilor Tenera is present.
Councilor Irish.
Councilor Irish is present.
Councilor Navin.
Councilor Navin is present.
Councilor Landers.
Councilor Landers is present.
Councilor Oram.
Councilor Oram is present.
Councilor Ossing.
Councilor Ossing is present.
Councilor Perlman.
Councilor Perlman is present.
And Councilor Roby.
Councilor Roby is present.
11 present, sir.
All 11 councilors are present. I will now ask the clerk to read agenda item number 1.
Minutes of the City Council meeting, January 4th, 2021.
Mr. President,
Councilor Tenera.
accept and place on file, please.
Motion's made and seconded to accept and place on file the minutes. Is there any discussion on the minutes? Hearing no discussion, I will ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Councilor Doucette.
Councilor Doucette votes yes.
Councilor Navin.
Councilor Navin votes yes.
Councilor Perlman.
Councilor Perlman votes yes.
Councilor Wagner.
Councilor Wagner votes yes.
Councilor Ossing.
Councilor Ossing votes yes.
Councilor Irish.
Councilor Irish votes yes.
Councilor Roby.
Councilor Roby votes yes.
Councilor Oram.
Councilor Oram votes yes.
Councilor Dumas.
Councilor Dumas votes yes.
Councilor Landers.
Councilor Landers votes yes.
Councilor Tenera.
Councilor Tenera votes yes.
11 yeas, sir.
The motion to accept and place on file the minutes is approved, 11 in favor, none opposed. Agenda item number 2.
From City Council President Ossing, the City Council regular meeting schedule and City Council committee assignments for legislative year 2021.
Mr. President,
Councilor Tenera.
please accept and place on file.
Motion's made and seconded to accept and place on file the schedule and assignments. Is there any discussion on the motion? Hearing no discussion, I'll ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Councilor Wagner.
Councilor Wagner votes yes.
Councilor Oram.
Councilor Oram votes yes.
Councilor Irish.
Councilor Irish votes yes.
Councilor Dumas.
Councilor Dumas votes yes.
Councilor Doucette.
Councilor Doucette votes yes.
Councilor Tenera.
Councilor Tenera votes yes.
Councilor Landers.
Councilor Landers votes yes.
Councilor Roby.
Councilor Roby votes yes.
Councilor Navin.
Councilor Navin votes yes.
Councilor Ossing.
Councilor Ossing votes yes.
Councilor Perlman.
Councilor Perlman votes yes.
11 yeas, sir.
The motion to accept and place on file the council schedule and assignments is approved, 11 in favor, none opposed. Agenda item number 3.
Now is the time for the public hearing on the application for special permit from attorney Brian Falk on behalf of Speedy Auto Repair, Inc. to relocate an existing auto body shop from 315 Maple Street to 418 Maple Street in the commercial automotive zoning district with a land area of less than 1 acre in addition to a pre-existing non-conforming structure on the site, order number 20-100-8162.
Okay, a few pointers before we get started with the public hearing. If you're at home, please keep your phone or computer muted when not speaking, unmute to speak, and mute when finished speaking. And if you're on the phone, unmute by pressing *6. Again, that's unmute by pressing *6. Just like if the public was here in the chambers, please be respectful while waiting for your turn to speak. The system does not work well when everyone tries to speak at once. We will do our best to give each individual an opportunity to speak, so please be patient. Do not watch the meeting on TV. There is a delay. Your remote access capability is real time. Should there be any technical issues, we will recess and determine if they can be corrected. And at the conclusion of the public meeting, the council will recess so the system will be cleared of participants, and the council will then continue with the remainder of the agenda. With that being said, the public hearing will be conducted in 4 stages: public speaking in favor, questions from the public, public speaking in opposition, and questions from the city councilors. Again, I will ask any members of the public speaking to please state their name and address. So with that, we'll open the first portion of the public hearing with the public speaking in favor.
Thank you, President Ossing. Brian, for the record, Brian Falk from Myrick O'Connell, 100 Front Street in Worcester. Here on behalf of the applicant, Speedy Auto Repair, Inc. I hope everyone can hear me. Just please give a wave if you can't at some point. Joining us remotely are owner Junior Oliveira and Jacob Lemieux from Hancock Associates. As the clerk mentioned, we're seeking a special permit to relocate Speedy's existing auto body repair operation from 315 Maple Street to 412, 418 Maple Street. The property is located in the commercial automotive zoning district, but because it has a land area of less than 1 acre, it requires a special permit. In addition, as was mentioned, this is a pre-existing non-conforming structure, so a change in use also requires a special permit. Speedy has been in business since 2011, and this is a great opportunity for Speedy to stay in the area, but in a larger space with more parking. And this will be a space that Speedy owns. We do not anticipate significant impacts from the project, as we're going into a large existing building within the commercial automotive zone and with similar uses all around us. If we could go to the next slide, please. So earlier this month, we met informally with the site plan committee to gather input. The common theme that we heard from department heads was that the city was hoping that we could help beautify the corner of the property at Maple and Walker Street. That's the photo you see right now, the building in its existing condition. Both beautify that corner and also to eliminate the curb cut near that corner. If we go to the next slide, please. So these are some renderings of what we have in mind to accomplish that goal of improving the aesthetics at that corner. We would remove most of the paving at the corner and replace it with landscaping and eliminate the curb cut near the corner right off of Walker Street. Next slide, please. This is another view of the changes. This is on Walker Street with the building to your right. We'd also be improving the fencing parallel to Walker Street to help screen the property. And I think you can see that on the slide there, the fence in the center right of the image. Other than these aesthetic improvements, we're not proposing any changes to the site. The operation would largely involve interior renovations in the existing building. We believe these improvements will go a long way towards making Speedy a good fit and a good neighbor. As for our new neighbors, given COVID restrictions, it's difficult to do much neighbor outreach these days, but we did send letters out to everyone on our abutters list introducing the business to the neighborhood. That was in advance of the city's formal abutter notices about this hearing. So to recap, this is relocating an existing auto business within the commercial automotive zone to a property that better accommodates the use. With that, we're happy to take your questions and we appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Attorney Falk. Is there anyone else speaking in favor? Are there any members of the public speaking in favor? Any members of the public speaking in favor? Any members of the public speaking in favor? Hearing none, I'll close that portion of the public hearing. Questions from the public? Any members of the public have any questions? Questions from the public? Are there any questions from the public? Hearing none, I'll close that portion of the public hearing. Public speaking in opposition. And again, *6 to unmute your phone. Are there any members of the public speaking in opposition? Any members of the public speaking in opposition? Any members of the public speaking in opposition? Hearing none, I'll close that portion of the public hearing. Questions from the city councilors? Councilor Doucette.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I actually just have one question as far as, when you showed the diagram of what the property is going to look like, how do you see access to the property and parking for customers? Is it going to be on Wilson Street? Is it going to be off of 85? How do you see that being done?
It would be off of Maple Street, off of 85.
Okay, so the access on Wilson Street probably is not going to be, because there's parking on Wilson Street. Is that for, it's going to be for employees, or how is that going to work out?
Right. I mean, one of the good things about this site for our particular use is it does have an abundance of parking. So off of Walker, it would likely be employees, and customers would be using the curb cut off of Maple.
Okay. Thank you very much. Anything at this point would be an improvement on that corner, so I appreciate the effort in getting that done. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Doucette. Any other comments or questions? Councilor Landers.
A couple of quick questions, Mr. President. I did like the landscaping that was done on the corner, both on Walker and on 85. I was just curious, Brian, the storage area, is that going to remain, or is that those storage boxes going away? Do you know?
Yeah, thank you, Councilor Landers. Yeah, the storage units there along the northern edge of the property, those would remain in place. It's storage that's leased, and so there are long-term and short-term leases with those storage units, and they would remain in place with the transfer to Speedy.
Okay, and where it's an auto body shop, I was just curious, are you going to have fencing along Maple Street? Because I imagine that's where some of the wrecks are going to be stored, or cars waiting to be repaired or get into the shop. So are you going to see those cars that are waiting to be repaired or painted or what have you? Are you going to be able to see them from Maple Street, you know?
You may. There's an abundance of parking there, so I think for the most part they'd be kept towards the back and closer to where the bays are. We do plan to put fencing up along Walker, which is which you saw on the second rendering I showed you. I don't currently have plans to do additional fencing along Maple, but we can take that into consideration, certainly.
Yeah. Okay, very good. I'm all right, Mr. President. I'll hear probably more questions when it's in urban, but okay, very good. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Landers. Councilor Tenera.
Thank you, Mr. President. Brian, I'm not sure if you're familiar with that site, but they always had this neon bright sign. Can you promise that that will go away?
Thank you, Councilor Tenera. I think it's gone now, and we don't plan to bring it back for sure.
Excellent, thank you.
Any other councilors? Councilors on remote?
Mr. President.
Councilor Oram.
Thank you. I will lead off where Councilor Landers was discussing the outside storage. Yeah, the fencing is a great idea, and again, it is a auto body facility, so I do expect there'll be cars sitting outside for a while that may be wrecked and so forth. So hopefully there'll be some consideration for fencing for any abutters, so that they don't have to look at vehicles that are in there to be repaired, and it could appear to look like a junkyard, so because they are wrecked at the time. So I would ask that we consider fencing to the abutters as one. The other questions I had are related to the actual the facility itself. It's an auto body facility, so noise and air emissions are two of the things that I'm concerned about. We've had these discussions with even facilities just doing oil changes. Noise-wise, will there be, will most of the activity be occurring in the garages?
Yes, Councilor, inside the building, yes.
Okay, and obviously during summertime and so forth, the doors are open. Again, I would hope there's some consideration for noise, that it not exceed the base level that it should be at that location, you know, because you are sanding and so forth. So I think just being a good neighbor could help to resolve any noise complaints. And the other one is air emissions. Are they planning to put in any paint booths, and how many will they have?
I don't know a specific number, but they will have paint booths, and these facilities are all fairly heavily regulated by EPA standards, which we would comply with in terms of the equipment and the air quality filtration that's required.
And is the building all set for floor drains as required by the state? That just came to mind as you were talking about the air emissions.
I don't know off the top of my head if it's currently equipped for it, but we certainly would have to. So we'd be making that improvement as part of the renovation of the building.
Okay, and the signage, Councilor Tenera, I'm glad you brought that up. That is serious, actually. We've dealt with that enough at that location. It seems like the new owner wants to improve it. I welcome that. I'm sure all our city councilors welcome that. Just being a good neighbor, especially an auto body shop, you have to be well aware of the production of noise and air emissions, but as long as they're being a good neighbor, I think it would be a good fit. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Oram. Are there any other questions or comments from the city councilors?
Mr. President, this is Councilor Roby.
Councilor Roby.
Thank you, Mr. President. This is currently in Urban Affairs. We do plan on having a meeting next week to take this up. I know it was mentioned that site plan has already started their review. We will have a draft special permit language, and I would assume we will have comments from department heads that may take up some of the questions and concerns that were brought up by Councilor Oram tonight regarding floor drains and hazardous material. So we will begin our discussions. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Roby. So again, as Councilor Roby said, that it looks like next week they'll be taking up the special permit. Are there any other questions from the city councilors? Questions from the city councilors? Any questions from the city councilors? Hearing none, I close that portion of the public hearing and the entire public hearing. And as Councilor Roby mentioned, it is in Urban Affairs. Thank you very much, Attorney Falk.
Thank you very much, folks. Good night.
Do we need to clear anybody out? So we'll have a 2-minute recess. Call the City Council back into session. We'll continue with agenda item number 4.
Communication from the mayor regarding the appointment of Krista Holme as the Chief Procurement Officer for a 3-year term effective the day after council confirmation, replacing Beverly Sleeper, who will be retiring on April 3rd, 2021.
Councilor Dumas.
Thank you, Mr. President. Refer to personnel.
Motion is made and seconded to refer to the Personnel Committee. Is there any discussion on the motion? Hearing no discussion, I'll ask the clerk to call the roll.
Councilor Irish.
Councilor Irish votes yes.
Councilor Pearlman.
Counselor Pearlman votes yes.
Councilor Dumas.
Councilor Dumas votes yes.
Councilor Landers.
Councilor Landers votes yes.
Councilor Ossing.
Councilor Ossing votes yes.
Councilor Roby.
Councilor Roby votes yes.
Councilor Oram.
Councilor Oram votes yes.
Councilor Tenera.
Councilor Tenera votes yes.
Councilor Navin.
Councilor Navin votes yes.
Councilor Wagner.
Councilor Wagner votes yes.
Councilor Doucette.
Councilor Doucette votes yes.
11 yeas, sir.
The motion to refer the appointment to the Personnel Committee is approved, 11 in favor, none opposed. Agenda item number 5.
Communication from the mayor regarding the appointment of Jonathan Steinberg to the Board of Assessors for a 3-year term from the date of council confirmation, replacing Anthony Arruda, who recently retired after 40 years of service.
Councilor Dumas.
Thank you, Mr. President. Refer to personnel.
Motion is made and seconded to refer to the Personnel Committee. Is there any discussion on the motion? Hearing no discussion, I'll ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Councilor Oram.
Councilor Oram votes yes.
Councilor Wagner.
Councilor Wagner votes yes.
Councilor Tenera.
Councilor Tenera votes yes.
Councilor Navin.
Councilor Navin votes yes.
Councilor Landers.
Councilor Landers votes yes.
Councilor Irish.
Councilor Irish votes yes.
Councilor Doucette.
Councilor Doucette votes yes.
Councilor Ossing.
Councilor Ossing votes yes.
Councilor Dumas.
Councilor Dumas votes yes.
Councilor Roby.
Councilor Roby votes yes.
And Councilor Pearlman.
Counselor Pearlman votes yes.
11 yeas, sir.
The motion to refer the appointment to the Personnel Committee is approved, 11 in favor, none opposed. Agenda item number 6.
Communication from the mayor regarding the appointment of Sanisha Sampson to the Parks and Recreation Commission for a 3-year term from date of council confirmation.
Councilor Dumas.
Thank you, Mr. President. Refer to personnel.
Motion made and seconded to refer to personnel. Is there any discussion on the motion? Hearing no discussion, I will ask the clerk to call the roll.
Councilor Doucette.
Councilor Doucette votes yes.
Councilor Orem.
Councilor Orem votes yes.
Councilor Tenera.
Councilor Tenera votes yes.
Councilor Roby.
Councilor Roby votes yes.
Councilor Ossing.
Councilor Ossing votes yes.
Councilor Landers.
Councilor Landis votes yes.
Councilor Pearlman.
Counselor Pearlman votes yes.
Councilor Dumas.
Councilor Dumas votes yes.
Councilor Navin.
Councilor Navin votes yes.
Councilor Irish.
Councilor Irish votes yes.
And Councilor Wagner.
Councilor Wagner votes yes.
11 yeas, sir.
The motion to refer the appointment to the Personnel Committee is approved, 11 in favor, none opposed. Agenda item number 7.
Communication from the mayor regarding gift acceptance in the amount of $250 from Andrea Beebe of Beebe Realty, awarded to the police department to support the K-9 program.
Councilor Irish.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you to Andrea Beebe for her generous gift and continually supporting the Marlborough Police Department. Motion to approve the gift.
Motion made and seconded to approve the gift. Is there any discussion on the motion? Hearing no discussion, I will ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Councilor Tenera.
Councilor Tenera votes yes.
Councilor Ossing.
Councilor Ossing votes yes.
Councilor Dumas.
Councilor Dumas votes yes.
Councilor Pearlman.
Counselor Pearlman votes yes.
Councilor Navin.
Councilor Navin votes yes.
Councilor Doucette.
Councilor Doucette votes yes.
Councilor Wagner.
Councilor Wagner votes yes.
Councilor Irish.
Councilor Irish votes yes.
Councilor Orem.
Councilor Orem votes yes.
Councilor Roby.
Councilor Roby votes yes.
And Councilor Landers.
Councilor Landis votes yes.
11 yeas, sir.
The motion to approve the gift is approved, 11 in favor, none opposed. Agenda item number 8.
Communication from the mayor regarding gift acceptance in the amount of $1,000 from the Marlborough Foundation, awarded to the Council on Aging to be used for plants in the greenhouse.
Councilor Irish.
Thank you, Mr. President. I think a lot of residents are looking forward to the spring and the new year. So I think this will kind of help bridge that gap a bit. So I'd like to thank the Marlborough Foundation for the generous gift, and Director Pope and our wonderful team for the work that they're doing getting this ready. A motion to approve the gift.
Motion is made and seconded to approve the gift. Is there any discussion on the motion? Hearing no discussion, I will ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Councilor Navin.
Councilor Navin votes yes.
Councilor Orem.
Councilor Orem votes yes.
Councilor Pearlman.
Counselor Pearlman votes yes.
Councilor Wagner.
Councilor Wagner votes yes.
Councilor Dumas.
Councilor Dumas votes yes.
Councilor Irish.
Councilor Irish votes yes.
Councilor Ossing.
Councilor Ossing votes yes.
Councilor Doucette.
Councilor Doucette votes yes.
Councilor Landers.
Councilor Landis votes yes.
Councilor Tenera.
Councilor Tenera votes yes.
Councilor Roby.
Councilor Roby votes yes.
11 yeas, sir.
The motion to approve the gift is approved, 11 in favor, none opposed. Agenda item number 9.
Communication from the mayor regarding the renewal of the intermunicipal agreement with the town of Sudbury for veteran services.
Councilor Navin.
Thank you, Mr. President. Motion to refer to Veterans Committee.
Motion made and seconded to refer to the Veterans Committee. Is there any discussion on the motion? Hearing no discussion, I'll ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Councilor Ossing.
Councilor Ossing votes yes.
Councilor Dumas.
Councilor Dumas votes yes.
Councilor Orem.
Councilor Orem votes yes.
Councilor Tenera.
Councilor Tenera votes yes.
Councilor Roby.
Councilor Roby votes yes.
Councilor Landers.
Councilor Landis votes yes.
Councilor Navin.
Councilor Navin votes yes.
Councilor Pearlman.
Counselor Pearlman votes yes.
Councilor Doucette.
Councilor Doucette votes yes.
Councilor Irish.
Councilor Irish votes yes.
And Councilor Wagner.
Councilor Wagner votes yes.
11 yeas, sir.
The motion to refer the agreement between the town of Sudbury and the city of Marlborough for the veteran services to refer it to the Veterans Committee is approved, 11 in favor, none opposed. Agenda item number 10.
Communication from the mayor regarding a transfer request from undesignated fund free cash to OPEB Trust in the amount of $1,504,785.40 pursuant to the financial policy of the city.
Councilor Irish.
Thank you, Mr. President. Motion to refer to the Finance Committee.
Motion is made and seconded to refer to the Finance Committee. Is there any discussion on the motion? Hearing no discussion, I'll ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Councilor Dumas.
Councilor Dumas votes yes.
Councilor Irish.
Council Irish votes yes.
Councilor Landers.
Councilor Landis votes yes.
Councilor Ossing.
Councilor Ossing votes yes.
Councilor Roby.
Councilor Roby votes yes.
Councilor Doucette.
Council Doucette votes yes.
Councilor Navin.
Councilor Navin votes yes.
Councilor Pearlman.
Councilor Pearlman votes yes.
Councilor Tenera.
Councilor Tenera votes yes.
Councilor Wagner.
Councilor Wagner votes yes.
Councilor Orem.
Councilor Orem votes yes.
11 yeas, sir.
Motion to refer the transfer to the Finance Committee is approved. 11 in favor, none opposed. Agenda item number 11.
Communication from the mayor regarding transfer request from undesignated fund free cash to the undesignated stabilization in the amount of $1,504,785.40 pursuant to the financial policy of the city.
Councilor Irish.
Thank you, Mr. President. Motion to refer to the Finance Committee.
Motion is made and seconded to refer to the Finance Committee. Is there any discussion on the motion? Hearing no discussion, I'll ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Councilor Landers.
Councilor Landis votes yes.
Councilor Dumas.
Councilor Dumas votes yes.
Councilor Pearlman.
Councilor Pearlman votes yes.
Councilor Irish.
Council Irish votes yes.
Councilor Roby.
Councilor Roby votes yes.
Councilor Tenera.
Councilor Tenera votes yes.
Councilor Orem.
Councilor Orem votes yes.
Councilor Wagner.
Councilor Wagner votes yes.
Councilor Navin.
Councilor Navin votes yes.
Councilor Doucette.
Council Doucette votes yes.
And Councilor Ossing.
Councilor Ossing votes yes.
11 yeas, sir.
Motion to approve or to send the transfer to the Finance Committee is approved. 11 in favor, none opposed. Agenda item number 12.
Communication from the mayor regarding a transfer request in the amount of $579,275.76 from undesignated fund free cash to miscellaneous mitigation account to be used to finish mitigation costs related to the trench repair as noted by city engineer Thomas DePercio.
Councilor Irish.
Thank you, Mr. President. Motion to refer to the Finance Committee.
Motion made and seconded to refer to the Finance Committee. Is there any discussion on the motion? Hearing no discussion, I'll ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Councilor Roby.
Councilor Roby votes yes.
Councilor Orem.
Councilor Orem votes yes.
Councilor Irish.
Council Irish votes yes.
Councilor Doucette.
Council Doucette votes yes.
Councilor Ossing.
Councilor Ossing votes yes.
Councilor Tenera.
Councilor Tenera votes yes.
Councilor Pearlman.
Councilor Pearlman votes yes.
Councilor Dumas.
Councilor Dumas votes yes.
Councilor Navin.
Councilor Navin votes yes.
Councilor Wagner.
Councilor Wagner votes yes.
And Councilor Landers.
Councilor Landis votes yes.
11 yeas, sir.
Motion to refer the transfer to the Finance Committee is approved. 11 in favor, none opposed. Agenda item number 13.
Communication from the mayor regarding mid-year transfer request totaling $39,447 from various departments for fiscal year 21, which moves funds from and to accounts as noted on the spreadsheet.
Councilor Irish.
Thank you, Mr. President. Motion to refer to the Finance Committee, please.
Motion made and seconded to refer to the Finance Committee. Is there any discussion on the motion? Hearing no discussion, I will ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Councilor Dumas.
Councilor Dumas votes yes.
Councilor Landers.
Councilor Landis votes yes.
Councilor Roby.
Councilor Roby votes yes.
Councilor Irish.
Council Irish votes yes.
Councilor Pearlman.
Councilor Pearlman votes yes.
Councilor Navin.
Councilor Navin votes yes.
Councilor Doucette.
Council Doucette votes yes.
Councilor Wagner.
Councilor Wagner votes yes.
Councilor Tenera.
Councilor Tenera votes yes.
Councilor Ossing.
Councilor Ossing votes yes.
Councilor Orem.
Councilor Orem votes yes.
11 yeas, sir.
The motion to refer the transfer to the Finance Committee is approved. 11 in favor, none opposed. Agenda item 14.
Communication from Code Enforcement Officer Ethan Lippett regarding request for approval of a freestanding sign at, oh boy, Brazilianero Market at 581 Boston Post Road East within the Wayside District. Sorry, my pronunciation is off.
It's okay. Councilor Roby.
Thank you, Mr. President. I was going to say he did a lot better job than I probably would have. Unless there's an objection from the council members, I'm going to move to approve this. We can see from the information that we've gotten from code enforcement that this meets the code. The only reason it's before us is because it is in the Wayside District. And so we have asked that there be some specifics for the signs. This meets all of those. It's nice to see that this business is retaining, looks like maybe under a new owner. It's now going to be called Emporium Brazil, a little easier to pronounce, but I'm going to move to approve.
Motion has been made and seconded to approve the sign. Is there any discussion on the motion? Hearing no discussion, I will ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Councilor Irish.
Council Irish votes yes.
Councilor Wagner.
Council Wagner votes yes.
Councilor Ossing.
Councilor Ossing votes yes.
Councilor Landers.
Councilor Landis votes yes.
Councilor Navin.
Councilor Navin votes yes.
Councilor Oram.
Councilor Oram votes yes.
Councilor Roby.
Councilor Roby votes yes.
Councilor Tenera.
Councilor Tenera votes yes.
Councilor Pearlman.
Councilor Pearlman votes yes.
Councilor Doucette.
Councilor Doucette votes yes.
And Councilor Dumas.
Councilor Dumas votes yes.
11 yeas, sir.
The motion to approve the sign is approved. 11 in favor, none opposed. Agenda item number 15.
Communication from Code Enforcement Officer Ethan Lippert regarding a request for approval of a flat wall sign, CBD and Company LLC, 1031 Boston Post Road East, number 102, within the Wayside District.
Mr. President, Councilor Roby.
Councilor Roby.
Thank you, Mr. President. Again, I would move to approve this. It's the same, it meets all the code. It is in the Wayside District, so it does require our approval. So move to approve the sign.
Motion made and seconded to approve the sign. Is there any discussion on the motion? Hearing no discussion, I will ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Councilor Oram.
Councilor Oram votes yes.
Councilor Wagner.
Council Wagner votes yes.
Councilor Tenera.
Councilor Tenera votes yes.
Councilor Navin.
Councilor Navin votes yes.
Councilor Landers.
Councilor Landis votes yes.
Councilor Irish.
Council Irish votes yes.
Councilor Doucette.
Councilor Doucette votes yes.
Councilor Ossing.
Councilor Ossing votes yes.
Councilor Dumas.
Councilor Dumas votes yes.
Councilor Roby.
Councilor Roby votes yes.
And Councilor Pearlman.
Councilor Pearlman votes yes.
11 yeas, sir.
The motion to approve the sign is approved. 11 in favor, none opposed. Agenda item 16.
Petition from Massachusetts Electric to install a new solely owned pole number 5 in the public right-of-way on North Bigelow Street to accommodate substation expansion.
Councilor Landers.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President. Please refer to Public Service Committee. And, Mr. President, also set a date for a public hearing.
We'll refer to the Public Services Committee, and is February 8th okay?
Yes.
So we will set a public hearing for February 8th, and we will send it to the Public Service Committee. Motion made and seconded for sending it to Public Service and a public hearing on February 8th. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, I will ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Councilor Doucette.
Councilor Doucette votes yes.
Councilor Navin.
Councilor Navin votes yes.
Councilor Pearlman.
Councilor Pearlman votes yes.
Councilor Tenera.
Councilor Tenera votes yes.
Councilor Ossing.
Councilor Ossing votes yes.
Councilor Irish.
Council Irish votes yes.
Councilor Wagner.
Council Wagner votes yes.
Councilor Roby.
Councilor Roby votes yes.
Councilor Dumas.
Councilor Dumas votes yes.
Councilor Oram.
Councilor Oram votes yes.
Councilor Landers.
Councilor Landis votes yes.
11 yeas, sir.
On the motion to refer Mass Electric's new pole request to the Public Service Committee and set a public hearing for February 8th is approved. 11 in favor, none opposed. Agenda item 17.
Communication from Attorney Brian Falk on behalf of WP Marlborough Mass Owner LLC, Wayport Residential, regarding a request to extend time limitations to March 31st, 2021 at 10 p.m. on the application for a special permit to build a multifamily residential project in the business district to be known as Walcott Heritage Farms at 339 Boston Post Road East, order number 20-107-995H.
Mr. President, Councilor Roby.
Councilor Roby.
Thank you, Mr. President. Move to approve the extension to March 31st, 2021 at 10 p.m.
Motion made and seconded to approve the extension request for the special permit to March 31st, 2021. Is there any discussion on the motion? Hearing no discussion, I will ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Councilor Roby.
Councilor Roby votes yes.
Councilor Irish.
Council Irish votes yes.
Councilor Pearlman.
Counselor Pearlman votes yes.
Councilor Navin.
Counselor Navin votes yes.
Councilor Doucette.
Councilor Doucette votes yes.
Councilor Ossing.
Councilor Ossing votes yes.
Councilor Orem.
Counselor Orem votes yes.
Councilor Wagner.
Council Wagner votes yes.
Councilor Tenera.
Councilor Tenera votes yes.
Councilor Landers.
Councilor Landis votes yes.
And Councilor Dumas.
Counselor Dumas votes yes.
11 yeas, sir.
Motion to approve the extension for the special permit to March 31st, 2021 is approved. 11 in favor, none opposed. Agenda item 18.
Minutes of boards, commissions, and committees.
Mr. President?
Councilor Doucette.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Motion to approve with changes that were addressed, so it's approved as modified.
Motion to accept and place on file.
Accept and place on file, yes.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Motion made and seconded to accept and place on file the minutes.
Mr. President,
Councilor Orem.
I'll be short, but I find the minutes very interesting. I'll be less than a minute. I just wanted to note the school committee was meeting on November 24th, and they reported as of October 19th, 60,000 meals had been delivered to our Marlborough families and within the vicinity. So very impressed. I want to thank the school committee, athletic group, our students. They're all going through this pandemic, as I've mentioned before, and working with us. So again, and that's very impressive, 60,000 meals. The library reported out that they're working on the indoor contactless book return and taking books out. So that was good. I don't know if that's in place yet, but they were trying to do it indoors to help out, especially in the cold weather. And last, just wanted to note that there was discussion with the city clerk and his group as it relates to looking at Ward 5 and its polling place, since the present senior center is overcrowded. So it'll be interesting to see where that goes. And that's pretty much what I'd like to add at this point. Thank you, Mr. President.
Well done. Right to your 1 minute timeline, Councilor Orem. I will make you a little happier if you, the mayor just issued the thing that they've issued over, given out over 300,000 meals to the residents and the students in Marlborough. So your point is well taken, Councilor Orem. Nice job by the school staff. No, very well done. Any other comments or questions on the minutes? Hearing no other questions, is a motion to accept and place on file. I'll ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Councilor Wagner.
Council Wagner votes yes.
Councilor Tenera.
Councilor Tenera votes yes.
Councilor Landers.
Councilor Landis votes yes.
Councilor Pearlman.
Counselor Pearlman votes yes.
Councilor Dumas.
Counselor Dumas votes yes.
Councilor Orem.
Counselor Orem votes yes.
Councilor Doucette.
Councilor Doucette votes yes.
Councilor Ossing.
Councilor Ossing votes yes.
Councilor Navin.
Counselor Navin votes yes.
Councilor Roby.
Councilor Roby votes yes.
Councilor Irish.
Council Irish votes yes.
11 yeas, sir.
Motion to accept and place on file the minutes is approved. 11 in favor, none opposed. Agenda item 19.
Claims.
Mr. President?
Councilor Doucette.
Thank you, Mr. President. Motion to send to legal the claims.
Motion to been made and seconded to send the claims to the legal department. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing no discussion, I'll ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Councilor Ossing.
Councilor Ossing votes yes.
Councilor Dumas.
Counselor Dumas votes yes.
Councilor Orem.
Counselor Orem votes yes.
Councilor Tenera.
Councilor Tenera votes yes.
Councilor Roby.
Councilor Roby votes yes.
Councilor Landers.
Councilor Landis votes yes.
Councilor Navin.
Counselor Navin votes yes.
Councilor Pearlman.
Counselor Pearlman votes yes.
Councilor Doucette.
Councilor Doucette votes yes.
Councilor Irish.
Council Irish votes yes.
And Councilor Wagner.
Council Wagner votes yes.
11 yeas, sir.
The motion to refer the claims to the legal department is approved. 11 in favor, none opposed. Reports of committees.
Mr. President, this is Councilor Roby.
Councilor Roby.
Thank you. These are not really reports, but I do want to announce a couple of upcoming meetings for Urban Affairs. We are meeting tomorrow. the 26th to take up the McGee Farm development. And then we're meeting on Monday, February 1st, where we will take up the auto body special permit that was discussed tonight. We're taking up the proposed mural project, and I believe we're going to be discussing the 24-hour operation of a gas station at 43 Lincoln Street. They're ready to bring that back since the governor has changed his restrictions.
Okay. Any other reports of committees? Councilor Irish.
Thank you, Mr. President. Finance Committee will be meeting as well on February 1st, and we're looking at 6:30 p.m. since the councils will be available for the 7 o'clock urban. So February 1st at 6:30 p.m. We'll take up the 4 agenda items. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilor Irish. Any other reports of committees? Hearing none. Agenda item number 20.
Order number 20-100-8108A, proposed ordinance amendment to Chapter 125 by adding a new Section 10C, granting the mayor the authority to waive any 2 steps of the salary schedule, and also adding a new Section 18A4, allowing the mayor the authority to grant an additional week of vacation time effective at the time of employment for all non-union personnel. The recommendation of the Personnel Committee is to approve, and the proposed ordinance has been properly advertised on January 7th, 2021.
Councilor Dumas.
Thank you, Mr. President. Motion to approve.
Motion has been made and seconded to approve. Is there any discussion on the motion?
Mr. President?
Councilor Perlman.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just wanted to reiterate something in other meetings that for the mayor's office to let the council know when those steps have been waived, just so we're kept informed, since I know not all of us know the direct salaries of each position when they get filled. So I'd really appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Perlman. Any other councilors?
Mr. President, this is Councilor Roby.
Councilor Roby.
To take the point that was just made, I'm going to be voting not in favor of this. I think I've been on the council long enough that I think when the mayor wants to have this happen, having him come down with information for us is really my preferred way. I'm still a little leery of the extra vacation week just automatically being given. So I'm going to vote against this. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Roby. Any other councilors? Hearing none, this is an ordinance, so it goes through the 4 stages. First one up, all those in favor of suspending the first reading and approving the second reading. Ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Councilor Landers.
Councilor Landers votes yes.
Councilor Doucette.
Councilor Doucette votes yes.
Councilor Ossing.
Councilor Ossing votes yes.
Councilor Irish.
Councilor Irish votes yes.
Councilor Dumas.
Councilor Dumas votes yes.
Councilor Wagner.
Councilor Wagner votes yes.
Councilor Tenera.
Councilor Tenera votes yes.
Councilor Oram.
Councilor Oram votes yes.
Councilor Navin.
Councilor Navin votes yes.
Councilor Roby.
Councilor Roby votes no.
Councilor Perlman.
Councilor Perlman votes no.
9 in favor, 2 opposed, sir.
On the, all those in favor of the passage to be enrolled, ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Councilor Doucette.
Councilor Doucette votes yes.
Councilor Oram.
Councilor Oram votes yes.
Councilor Tenera.
Councilor Tenera votes yes.
Councilor Roby.
Councilor Roby votes no.
Councilor Ossing.
Councilor Ossing votes yes.
Councilor Landers.
Councilor Landers votes yes.
Councilor Perlman.
Councilor Perlman votes no.
Councilor Dumas.
Councilor Dumas votes yes.
Councilor Navin.
Councilor Navin votes yes.
Councilor Irish.
Councilor Irish votes yes.
And Councilor Wagner.
Councilor Wagner votes yes.
9 in favor, 2 opposed, sir.
On the, all in favor of the passage to be ordained, ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Councilor Tenera.
Councilor Tenera votes yes.
Councilor Ossing.
Councilor Ossing votes yes.
Councilor Dumas.
Councilor Dumas votes yes.
Councilor Perlman.
Councilor Perlman votes no.
Councilor Navin.
Councilor Navin votes yes.
Councilor Doucette.
Councilor Doucette votes yes.
Councilor Wagner.
Councilor Wagner votes yes.
Councilor Irish.
Councilor Irish votes yes.
Councilor Oram.
Councilor Oram votes yes.
Councilor Roby.
Councilor Roby votes no.
Councilor Landers.
Councilor Landers votes yes.
9 in favor, 2 opposed, sir.
Is there any objection to passage in one evening? Hearing none, the ordinance is approved.
Mr. President,
Councilor Tenera.
got me napping. Motion to adjourn.
Motion is made and seconded to adjourn. I'll ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Counselor Navin.
Counselor Navin votes yes.
Counselor Oram.
Counselor Oram votes yes.
Counselor Pearlman.
Counselor Perlman votes yes.
Counselor Wagner.
Council Wagner votes yes.
Counselor Dumas.
Counselor Dumas votes yes.
Counselor Irish.
Council Irish votes yes.
Counselor Ossing.
Councilor Ossing votes yes.
Counselor Doucette.
Counselor Doucette votes yes.
Counselor Landers.
Council Landis votes yes.
Counselor Tenera.
Counselor Tenera votes yes.
Counselor Roby.
Councilor Roby votes yes.
11 yeas, sir.
Motion to adjourn is approved. 11 in favor, none opposed. We are adjourned at 8:47. Thank you, everyone. Have a great evening.
Good night, gang.